Hello, People Theory. I'm Cyber, and welcome to yet another interview. Today, we have a very special guest from a new company that will launch their board game soon. Would you care to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello, Vasilis, and thanks
Hello.
for inviting me to the Big Board Theory podcast. I'm very happy to be here with you.
I'm delighted
Um,
to have
so,
you.
Thank you. I'm Ugo Tomasello. I'm a game designer, creative writer, and CEO of the new Peekwik Dreams editions, which is a new publisher that I created to realize and then to produce our first board game, Ynaros Fallin.
To be honest,
So,
it seems like a lot of work. How do you manage all that?
yeah, it's a pretty hard work, but it's quite important to have a company if you want to publish yourself a game. Of course, it's a big journey. It's not simply to create a game, but in this special situation, we wanted to give the proper attention to the project, and so realize it as we dream it in any aspects of the components, the theme, the narrative, and then to control every process of the from the planification and the idea and the production.
Sounds like you have a very solid design and plan that you have to execute, right?
That's right. That's right.
So, tell us a few words about the game. What is this Ynaros Fallin? Is it called, right?
Yeah, it's the game is called Ynaros Falling. Is as we said our first game that is gonna come in Kickstarter probably in the half of October. But then since we are still running all our marketing phase engagement, we hopefully we will find and we get all the let's say numbers that you should have to launch Kickstarter. If not, we will do it. We will postpone it for the beginning of the 2023. Ynaros Falling is a game for two player, sorry.
Okay.
Um, yes, which has a lot of very nice, interesting aspects. First of all, it has been developed during the pandemic, so it was nice because during pandemic many people were locked in their house, and at the best they were with maybe the couple or a friend, so they could play games max for two people. So we thought that that would be nicely cover this need, which will be still true even after the pandemic, of course. And then as well the solo mode. So even in the worst scenario, if you're alone, you can play that and not get bored. Yeah. So this is the beginning. So where the game started and the project started, and Ynaros Falling is talking about the falling of the kingdom of Ynaros. That's why the game is called like that. And why that happened? It's deeply rooted into the narrative. So in a big universe, which is called Himal,
Yeah.
where Inaros is the kingdom in the center of this continent, which for some magical reasons is invisible and inaccessible to the other territories around. And what makes it special is a barrier that protects it. And so the story of this game is that this barrier is falling down. That's why the Ynaros falling. And so it loses some privileges, and the people from the other lands can invade it, and then let's say experience some magic that you can find inside.
So you have paid really close attention to the narrative, as you said, you're a creative writer yourself. I can see the
I,
elements already there.
that's
Uh,
right. I
I,
am, and it's true that I am a creative writer, so I wrote the backbone of the story. But then two very important people came into that team. One is Gaby Banger, which is an American writer. She's very skilled, and then I love what she wrote, and then that's why I proposed her to write or rewrite in American all the story that I wrote, and then she give that American twist, which makes it perfect and elegant and original. So this is one of the two, and the other that I would like to thanks for the narrative is Miguel Conceição, which is a Portuguese guy known in the field. He has as well a blog, and then he's very skilled for writing some short narratives that um, connect the experience of the game with the more, let's say, thematic aspects. So he wrote what we call the experience level of the game, because the game has multiple level of experience, and then he wrote all of them.
So I would ask you what excites you about the game, but I think I already got the answer. It has to be the story, right? Like how you were going on about it seems like that's your favorite aspect, or am I wrong? Is it something else?
Yeah, for what make me feel excited, it's every time I play, is the full immersive experience that the game provides. And this rests on two pillars. So one is the dynamic change of the landscape along the game, which makes you continuously adapt to your strategy to what is going on, and then yes, the narrative and the experiences, which makes you select the type of let's say the type of uh, game you want to play in terms of difficulty, time spent, and then components and mechanics. So you can play it, for example, as a casual gamer with other casual gamers, or if you want to go further because you are a hardcore player, you can play it with the highest level of complexity and components. Or imagine that you want to introduce this game to a new friend, and so you can play it back to the very first level, so it's easier to learn, easier to play quicker, and then you always have a room to make it play to anybody.
Sounds pretty nice, and the whole concept resonates with me. I'm a big fan of narrative games, and also I could understand about that with the pandemic situation that you said before. Like I had Joanna to play with, and then it was all on Discord playing and playing online. So the
That's
whole
right.
concept resonates. The dueling, the narrative. It seems I'm pretty interested. To say I'm pretty interested.
Thank you. I mean, we are working pretty hard, and then hopefully we are going to engage with people, and people are well responding at the moment.
Oh, are
I
they?
see. Yeah, they are. I
That's
mean,
nice.
what so we did a lot of playtesting, between us, and then presenting it to other people. First, of course, family and friends, and then completely strangers that wanted to try the game. And the common factor, the common aspect between all the people that tried the game was that independently, if they were casual gamers or hardcore, if they win or they lose, what happened is that when they stopped playing, so when the game was over, it's like they were waking up from a dream. So they were completely, fully immersed into the game till the end, and so that makes me feel so happy about it because it's what we wanted.
Awesome. So the blind tests and the native tests they went pretty good, right?
That's right.
That's always good to say as a first-time creator, and I hope that it gets a lot of reception. So, if
Yeah.
everything goes according to plan, and because it's your first campaign, some things might not turn up great, but I hope that they will turn up great. What are your plans for the future? How do you see the road ahead? Will Ynaros make a return? Another board game, perhaps in the same setting? Something similar? What's going to happen?
Yeah. Thank you for that. So the ideas are that, so our main goal, of course, is to have a successful Kickstarter campaign, and then after that, uh, our main goal would be to empower the game distribution so that can reach as many people as possible through our channel. But as well, we are open to collaboration with other big publishers. We are in that process too. So, and we are thinking to release some. One thing that excites me a lot is that we are thinking to release some more resources on our website so that some components, for example, can be customized by the players themselves and make their copy unique. So basically, you have some components that are blank,
Yeah.
and then you can download from our website some elements that you can combine and stick into those components in the way you want. And so then you can try new combinations. And then the idea is that if you like, you can propose us those combinations. And of course, we are going to review them, play test them, balance, and etc. And if we find them fun for the community, we are going to release them for free again for everybody. So, it's like, yeah, the game, every game is never over in a way. So even if we publish it, we would like that the game keep evolving on time, and this is based on the people that play the game. So this makes me feel very, very excited, and this is one of the two goals that we have after the Kickstarter. And the other is that this game is part of a trilogy, okay,
Okay.
of a saga of 3 games. So this is the first game that we are gonna release, but on the same time, based on the narrative timeline, is the last chapter, right?
So
So
you are going the Star Wars route. Give us 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6 first, and then the 1 to 3.
yes, in a way is that, even if I never watched Star Wars, so people forgive me for that. Of
Really?
people, yeah,
Go,
honestly,
go. After the interview, go.
yeah, yeah, I definitely can. Either if I love it or not, I need to watch it. So, but I know that are presented in that order. So, the idea is that, of course, if this project works well, we will have enough resources and time to deliver and to keep developing. First of all, the second chapter of the saga, which is a game for 3 to 6 players. It's still competitive, based on the same universe, but different mechanics and different experience. And then, yeah, we will see. Then we have an idea which is still vague of the third chapter. We know that we would like to develop a collaborative game.
Yeah.
So in this saga, in this trilogy, we will have all the experiences. So a dual and solo mode, competitive, 3 to 6 player competitive, and then a collaborative. So you can embrace all the experiences, or most of them, which I find a nice thing.
Yeah, so you're aiming for an experience for everybody, like whatever you want to play. That's nice.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think the
yeah.
the theme open to these possibilities. It's quite flexible, and so if the idea is that if people love the thematic, then they will find what they like between the game for 2 players, the 3 to 6, or the collaborative.
I'm already hooked, and I hope more people start to see the effort that you are making and how awesome it will turn out to be. Uh,
Thank you.
so, for everyone that's interested on following the project, I will have some links in the description down below for you to check out. So, be sure to give them some love. Uh, I think I have asked you pretty much everything that I wanted to know about the game, and let's not spoil everything for now. I mean, there will be a lot of months of teasing before the Kickstarter release, if I understood correctly.
Absolutely. Yes, maybe one thing that could make people get hooked even a bit
Yeah?
more, it could be that, and probably some game designer will maybe forgive me for that, but we decided to introduce a new mechanics, which we call the Clash Involver, which is a mechanics where the inactive player, it's taken into action from the active one, but then um, the difference between other games that already have that is that it's triggered by a magic fight, a magic battle, and the inactive player has exactly the same power and freedom of action as the active player. So basically, he's playing at the same level without any constraint, even if it is not his turn. And this I find pretty nice because keep people really always focused on the game. That's why it's very immersive, and the downtime is very, very low.
sounds pretty interesting. That's really nice to have. So,
Thank you.
thank you once again for everything. It was really nice having you here and making the time to have a chat. I hope that we'll get to hear a lot from you from the future, and I wish you the best with the project.
Thank you,
So,
Vasilis.
that was all for you guys. Until next time, it was your host Cyber
Hugo.
and Hugo. See you guys. Ciao.
See you. Thanks a lot.